Hello, and thank you for joining me for this demonstration of how to create a call center group in the admin portal on Horizon. In this video, we'll look at the process you'll need to follow in order to create a new call center group, assign it a DDI, some of the configurable options that you have within a call center, and also how to assign users to your call center group. We'll also look at how to assign a schedule and overflow point to this group as well. As you can see on the screen, I'm currently signed in on the Horizon admin portal and I am on the dashboard tab. To be able to create a new call center group, what we need to do is navigate to the call groups tab and then search for call center. Then within here, we can see currently existing call centers. And then at the bottom there, we've got the option to add a new call center. So I'm just going to select add. I'm going to configure the call center account information. So we're going to assign a site, a name, the username, the caller ID first name and last name, and select continue. We're then going to decide what order or how we would like the call center to distribute calls to our callers. I'm going to select simultaneous. Again, if you need to find out more information, you can hover over each of the options for tooltips, or you can select the what option in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and this will give you an overview of the ring order. Underneath that, we can specify our queue length. With a call center, if you select what, you'll see there's a maximum of 50 calls on a call center. So I'm going to put that up to 50 in this case. We then have some options like play ringing when offering a call. I would rather they have hold music, so I'm not going to select that. And reset call statistics upon entry to queue. Again, I'm just going to leave that off. Underneath that, we've then got agent settings. So allow agents to join call centers. This will give the agent the option within Collaborate or on their desk phone to sign in and sign out of the call queue. Underneath that, we've got allow call waiting on agent. I'm going to leave that as blank. Then we've also got enable maximum ACD wrap up time. So if I turn that on and I put that up to 10 seconds, after each call they receive from the call center, they would get a maximum of 10 seconds before they received another call, providing this next option is selected and we change that to wrap up. Once the wrap up state or once a wrap up time has expired, they'll then be made available again automatically. Again, you can see bottom right corner by selecting the what, there's some more information on this and what each one of these options do. Okay. So when I'm happy with the config within here, I'm going to select continue. We then have our option to assign agents. Now, an agent needs to have a Horizon call center agent license assigned to them, or call center group license. So we can see my colleague Nathan has got that license. I'm just going to add Nathan to this group, then select continue. Everyone that's got a license will be listed within here for you to select from. If they've not got a license, then they won't be listed here. So you'd need to go back to the user and assign the call center group license to the member of staff that you want to be able to take calls from this call center. Now I'm going to select continue. We can assign supervisors. Again, if you select what, bottom right corner, we can just see what this is doing. I'm just going to select continue. We can then assign a specific agent to a supervisor. Again, what just gives you a bit more information on that. Again, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to select continue. From within here, we can assign a DDI should we want one. So I'm just going to select an available DDI, which again will give me the option of having the extension of this call center group as the last 3 digits of the DDI. I'm going to leave it as is, but you of course can change this should you want to. I'm then going to select finish and show list. So we can see that this has now populated my new call center within the list of call centers. If I select to edit this call center, we can then see our various tabs for different settings and options, most of which we've just configured. Under the settings tab, there is an option here called overflow. Now, by default, if we enable overflow, the user would get, or the caller would get, a busy tone, but we could transfer to another number. Um, so we could transfer to another extension within the business, or we could transfer to an external number if you use like a third party, for example, to answer overflowed calls. We can also specify how long before it overflows. But again, this isn't enabled by default. You would have to turn this on and save it. Another tab is the announcements tab. So if we want to enforce a entrance message when a caller reaches this call center, we can do. So we could tick this box to say they have to listen to this message. Then we could upload up to 4 different messages that could play. There's also an option for estimated wait. So if we turn this on, we could say, update a caller every X amount of seconds and tell them their position in queue, should we want to. So again, this is an out-of-the-box option we can enable. The last thing we can enable here, and we need to make sure it's enabled, is music on hold. As you remember, I opted to not play ringing whilst they were waiting, so we need to make sure that we're offering them something, the callers something, so that would be music on hold in this case, so I'd just press save on that. The last tab we're going to look at is the advanced settings. So within here, we can enable the virtual package, and then we can assign a schedule to this call center. So if I select edit, I can then choose this radio option to select a schedule. I'm going to choose out of hours in this case, and I'm going to specify where the call should go to out of hours. So, we could put an overflow point, we could put an external number. In this case, I'm just putting voicemail for the purposes of this example. I'm just going to press save on this and then select activate. And this will now activate the out of hours schedule for this particular call center. So should we receive a call to this call center within the dates and times specified within this closed schedule, calls would go straight to voicemail. If we receive a call within hours, so not specified within this schedule, the calls will go straight through to the user after a mandatory entrance message is played if we have one set. So in this video, I've demonstrated how to create a call center group within the Horizon admin portal, how to add users and a DDI to the group, also how to change some of the settings that are available, so things like queue length or the maximum number of calls waiting, assigning an entrance message or an estimated wait time message, so things like queue position. And we've also looked at how to assign a schedule to this call center group. Thank you for watching this demonstration.